Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video, I'm super excited and super hyped to talk about how that the Call of Duty Warzone mode is finally coming out tomorrow. And that's why I actually ended up deciding to do a double upload today, because this is actually super important and I really wanted to talk about this with you guys. So, Warzone is basically officially confirmed. Everyone knows about it. There's gameplay on the internet now, like official gameplay. Activision sent out emails. If you have like an Activision and a Call of Duty account, it is official. Warzone comes out tomorrow on March the 10th. And I am super excited because I watched Drifter's gameplay and his breakdown of the things. That's the guy whose I watch his content. He's the most trustworthy to me. And I'm going to be breaking down everything in this video. Even though I don't have gameplay, even though I don't have images due to copyright, and I got to wait until officially tomorrow, I'm going to be able to at least verbally talk about it. So that way you guys know everything. Let's do this. If you end up enjoying today's video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because then that way I'll be promoted towards the algorithm more, and then that way I can end up having the privilege to be able to make more videos for you guys, because I can essentially one day make this my job. So if you guys want to make more videos for you to watch and be able to make me happy, make sure you end up sharing the video, liking the video, commenting the video, subscribing, all that wonderful stuff. But anyways, let's begin with the video. So, Warzone, what is it basically? Well, for those of you guys that don't know, and you've basically been living under a rock this whole entire time, it is a free-to-play, and yes, I did not stutter, it is a free-to-play, cross-play, on all platform, Battle Royale mode. So, the classified mode that was being teased, that's Battle Royale. So if you have Modern Warfare already, you're automatically already going to have Battle Royale. But if you don't have Modern Warfare, do not fret. It doesn't actually have to be free to play, as in like you have to have Modern Warfare, then the other part's free to play and you don't have to pay for it as DLC. No, I mean like you literally can just have Battle Royale without even purchasing Modern Warfare in the first place. It's its own thing. You can download it separately, and that's why I'm really excited about that, is because it will end up making it where the player base is not going to be shrunk or small or any technicality like that. Plus also, this one is crossplay, so just like Fortnite and all these other games that are now switching over to crossplay, you don't have to worry about not being able to play with your certain friends, because it actually is available on all platforms. You can play with your PC friends, your Xbox friends, and your PlayStation friends. So I'm gonna see if I can try to get the guys on there, just because some of my friends are on PlayStation and some of my friends are even on PC. So that's really, really cool. The other thing is that the player base for like the player population is 150. So this is bigger than Fortnite actually. The map is humongous. There is literally several classic Modern Warfare locations. You've got a studio, or like the TV studio, which is broadcast from COD 4, the DLC map. You've got the ground war maps. You've got like Quarry. And I believe there's even things like Krovnik Farmland if you go into certain areas. So there's the ground war maps. There's some maps that are not in the game currently, but are just remakes of old maps from past Call of Duties. There's just new spots in general that are specific to the Battle Royale. So in general, this is going to be a humongous and very fun map. And I'm really looking forward to playing this. So you're at least minimum probably going to get like 10 kills, that is, unless you camp all game, which I'm pretty sure that will be the case. But yeah, that is really, really cool. And I also want to talk about gameplay, because gameplay is also very important here on how this works. So let's talk about the gameplay. The very first thing is that the way that the loot system works is so much better than Blackout. I'm going to reference Blackout because it's the only Call of Duty Battle Royale we've had in the past that I can reference this to. So how does the loot system work? Well, the loot system, the way it works is that you end up having a whole bunch of different guns, different equipment, different tacticals, lethals, all that crap on the ground. And when you pick them up, there is no rarity. There is no gray, green, blue, purple, gold. There is just your gun and then the attachments that you put on said gun. Yes, there is rarity in terms of the attachment loadout. Like for example, if I found like let's say a 725 and the 725 was a gray, that means it would literally have nothing. But if I found a gold 725, the gold 725 would have like a sawed-off barrel, it would have sleight of hand on it, it would have a whole bunch of cool things that would make it a lot better in turn, and that's why it's better to find those types of guns. So yeah, gun rarity is important for attachments, but not necessarily in damage. It's not like you're going to have a gold 725 that can one-shot across the map and then some, so you don't have to worry about dumb stuff like that. Now, another thing as well is the storm. The way that the storm works is that the storm is this green toxic glass cloud, so you actually can see it on the map. It is visible. You 100% know if you're going to be in the storm. It's this green like Nova gas looking stuff, and when you are in this storm, there's one important thing. you cannot heal. The way this storm works is that if you are in it, you can't heal. So there's not going to be like a heal off. There's going to be no people hiding in the zone trying to cheese you. You cannot heal. So you, at all costs, must avoid this storm. Because if it's across the map and you gotta run, you better hope you have enough HP or it's not a far zone. Because you cannot heal. The only way you can technically avoid the storm is one of two ways. You can end up either A, having a stim shot, which barely gives you like a millisecond of health. I don't even count, that's why I just didn't really say that you can't heal. If you find the stim shot because it's a piece of equipment, yes, you can heal with it. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because it's very minor. You just get a little bit of health back, that is all. It's not even noticeable. The second thing is that there's also a really rare equipment, a gas mask. The way that this gas mask works is that it's a legendary drop, and you are immune from the storm damage for 15 seconds. But once it breaks, and then you cannot do anything about it. So for example, if you're in the end of the storm and you still got a long way to go, you get 15 seconds and that's it. And so if you got more to go, you got more to go. You only get one on you, so you can't stack these either, and you only get it just for that one use. You can't repair it, you can't do anything. Once it's gone, it's kaput. So you gotta use those wisely. You'll probably want to use those if you're in the storm and you got no other choice, or if you want to end up maybe saving it for the end game, just because that'll probably be your best bet. So the gas mask is one per player. If you end up using it, it breaks. You can run in and out of the storm, but it's not like it's going to reset for those 15 seconds. It stacks up over time, so if you run in for 1 second, you got 14 seconds the next time. So don't try to cheese it, it's not going to work. Another thing as well is that for the Battle Royale, the way that this works is that the drop system as well, there's no more bags like in Blackout. When Blackout, you had the bag system, which was absolutely terrible. It's actually a lot better now in Modern Warfare because the gun loot just explodes off the player. It's like Fortnite, there's the gun, there's the ammo, there is the lethal, there's the tactical, everything just explodes out of the player. You don't have to worry about opening a bag and laying prone and digging through the bag and finding what you want. It's just all there visible, you just pick it up and you run. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, you don't have to worry about it. Loot is super easy to pick up and I really am a big fan of that. Another thing is there is health regen. There is no way you can heal other than, like I said, the stim shot that we know of. We'll have to wait until tomorrow. But at the current moment, there is just health regen. So if you want to, you can be in a gunfight and you can just keep peeking around corners and you can cheese people because you don't have to worry about healing yourself. You just have health regen. So if I peek around the corner and I laser a guy a couple times, if I don't follow up, he's just going to go back to 100 HP. So if he goes back to 100 HP, I'm going to have to actually keep trying to kill him over and over and over again. It might be this standoff battle. So you actually are forced to engage. If you want to kill somebody, you gotta commit to it. You can't peek them for a little bit, then rush them when they're on low health. No, like, you have to kill them, otherwise they're gonna just get their health back. And, like, they don't even necessarily have to do anything either. Like, they don't have to put away their gun to heal. They can have the gun drawn the whole time and still gain their HP back. So you gotta follow up with your kills. So make sure you're following up with your kills. Another thing as well is that there is a money system. Now, this money system is very important. When you kill people, you get their money. The way that the money system works is that it allows you to buy upgrades for your your game. So like you can get a variety of things, and one of them I'm a little bit disconcerted about, or I would say one of them I'm a little bit skeptical about rather, is you can buy kill streaks. The only ones you can actually buy is a UAV, a cluster strike, and a precision airstrike. You get only one. You can only hold one. You can only hold one of just them in general. You can't like have one of each. But you can only have one kill streak, and the way that they work is this. The precision airstrike and the cluster strike work exactly like in multiplayer. That little area, that will drop missiles and will bombard that area, and then they'll hit whatever enemy is there. Now, the UAV, it doesn't sweep the whole entire map, because the map is humongous. It just sweeps the area. So, like, if you are in, like, let's say the final circle, this is when you probably want to use it. I don't believe there's anything weird, like Ghost or anything that can mess this up that I know of. The only way I can know about that is through the custom classes, which I will elaborate on here. Another thing you can do with this money is that this is the last reward you can get, is that you can actually buy a custom class. What this is that there is a supply drop that's on the map, and you can buy one of these, and when you buy this supply drop or custom class care package, basically what it is that whatever class that you made before the game even started, you can pick one of these classes up. You can have, I believe, up to 10 like a normal multiplayer. And so, like, let's say you're in the final circle and you want to get like a shotgun class. You can actually go to this like a little buying station, buy your class, get the shotgun class. You can have it decked out, whatever attachments you want, whether lethal, tactical, whatever have you want. And you can even have perks. This is the only way you can actually get perks. You can't find them in the ground. like in Blackout, you only get them from making your custom class. So if you want to, you can get Quick Fix, EOD, you can get Hardline, you can get Cold Blooded, you can get Tune-Up, you can get Battle Hardened, you can get all the perks that you want, but only through this way. And that is rewarding you for killing people, it's rewarding you for going around and trying to engage with people and not just third-partying all the time. You are rewarded for actually committing to the match, which I really am happy about. The only thing I'm worried about is people buying things that are going to cheese the final circle. So like for example, if like let's say people like in a squad just stack up precision airstrikes, or stack up UAVs, I'm very worried at the end of the game where it's going to be like the final, like let's say 3 squads, and it's just going to be precision airstrike inbound, precision airstrike inbound, precision airstrike inbound. You know, like I'm very worried that's going to be that, or UAV inbound, or whatever. But then again though, if you are lucky, I believe you can end up having Ghost on your custom class. So if you have Ghost, you're in for a really big advantage. That is only if they have the UAV though. I don't believe that it's going to be like you show up if you just shoot the gun. I believe that that's just not necessarily a thing. I don't think it works that way. But yeah, you can make whatever class you want. So if you want to have M4725 with EOD and Ghost and Battle Harden, be my guest. Although I might hate you for that if I'm facing you in the final circle. Another thing as well is that when it comes to the downing system and stuff like that, the way that this, well actually let me explain the live system, because that's actually very important. So let me explain lives and downs. So you can actually respawn in this mode of 4 ways. The first way is that, or actually let me say, you can come back in 4 ways. So let me elaborate on this. So if you down, you can just get normally revived, your teammate can just stim you and pick you up and yada yada. Another way, and this is my favorite one because this actually seems really cool, every single player has a guaranteed respawn from the Gulag 1v1. So what this is that when you die, your very first death, where you actually are dead, where you're out of the match, you and one other player spawn at Gulag Showers, and you have a gunfight 1v1, and whoever wins gets to come back to life. I think this is very cool. And also as well is that your squad can actually spectate you, and your enemy squad can also spectate you from above the Gulag Showers. And they get these little fake rocks that can be thrown at the people in the gunfight. Now these don't deal damage, they don't kill you, so it's not like you have like the one guy you're fighting and then his teammates are throwing rocks at you that will actually like deal damage to you. No, all they do is stun. So if you are in a 1v1 at Gulag Showers and you got your teammates with you, they can help you by stunning the enemy, and then vice versa. The enemy's teammates can stun you. So it rewards people for, you know, sticking with their team. It rewards people for helping out their team. It's very, very cool, and I like that a lot. You guaranteed get 1 chance to respawn, always, which is really, really cool. I like the idea of making you have to fight to earn it. It's not like your teammate just sits near a respawn van or the respawn pillar in Apex after trying to get your card. Plus, also, it's a lot easier that way. Because, like, think about it this way. In Apex and Fortnite, I like the ability to respawn, don't get me wrong, but enemies just stock cards or stock the loot, and by the time that they're done raiding loot, even if they're not trying to hover over your respawn card, it's already too late. But with this way is that you're guaranteed to respawn if you're good enough. Like, if you die, you're going to go to Gulag Showers no matter what, and you're going to have a chance. It's not like you have to wait for a teammate to give you that chance. So I really do like that, and I do enjoy that. Thank you, Infinity Ward. The third way is that if your teammates have enough money from killing, they can just buy you back. So if you have enough money and your teammate dies, you can just buy them back outright, and then you can just respawn them. That is really, really cool, and it rewards your teammates as well for, you know, bringing you back. You get rewarded by your teammates, you know, as well. It rewards communication, rewards teamwork. This is a very team-based battle royale, but you can still do a lot of stuff solo, which I respect. That's really, really cool. Now, I do apologize here, but at the current moment, the 4th way escapes my memory at the moment, so I do apologize. Professional YouTuber, I know. But it's not going to really matter too much anyways. The Battle Royale does come out on all platforms tomorrow on March 10th, so don't worry about it. But the next thing I also want to talk about is also just the sheer way the game feels. So the game feels really, really smooth. It looks smooth based off of what I can see. Nothing screams like, oh my god, that is broken. I don't necessarily see that from these YouTubers' gameplays. I really wish I could show you guys what I'm talking about, but like I said, I'm trying to avoid any last-second copyright strikes. I'd rather just wait the day, you know, so that way you guys can see me just do it live on March 10th. So just bear with me. You can only just use my words for now to believe me, but trust me, it actually looks and feels, and it looks really, really smooth. Another thing is the armor system. There is armor in this. There is a way you can protect yourself, but it's not broken like Blackout Armor, where it rewards you for not moving, not doing anything. I didn't like the Blackout Armor system. It just rewarded you for camping. Basically, the way that this armor system works is that there is armor plates. So when you respawn, when you spawn into the map, you get 2 armor plates on top of your normal health. You have 100 HP. It's not like 150 HP within Blackout or just in Black Ops 4 in general. You start off with 100 HP. All the guns do the same amount of damage that they would do inside a multiplayer. So you don't have to worry about like one gun being bad or one gun being good in a different mode. Every gun does the exact same thing. So the 7.25 is still OP in Blackout, or sorry, Battle Royale or Warzone, whatever you want to call it. I keep mixing these things up, just like it is in multiplayer. So the 7.25, the M4A1, sniper, shotguns, LMGs, everything is the exact same. So that's really good for consistency. But another thing that I want to point out though is the armor plates. So you do get armor. One armor plate is 50 protection points. It's not exactly 50 HP, because 50 HP would be half your health. But basically like 50 hit points, or like a couple of shots, is worth 1 plate. And you get 3 of them at max per person. So you can stack these up over time. You start off with 2 at the beginning of the match, and then you can also pick new ones up, repair them, I believe, stuff like that. And you can have up to 3 per person. So you have to shred through the armor, then you have to actually kill the player. And there's different hit markers for what you're doing to somebody. So for example, if you're shooting somebody with armor, you're going to get an armor logo popping up, and you're going to get a certain sound. Then if you break their armor, they're going to get a certain sound. You're going to get a blue hit marker. And then if you actually have downed them, it's going to give you a red hit marker. So like when you see them falling, or even if you don't see them falling, you just know you got a red hit marker, they're going to fall down. They can't shoot anymore. You've knocked them. So that's actually really, really cool, and I do like how that you know this when you're going into the match. It's really, really cool. It's very, very fun. The way the dropping works is that you land out of a parachute. I cannot speak today. You jump out of a plane with a parachute, and keep in mind, this whole entire time, I don't know if you guys have known this, but like it's obviously going to be a first-person battle royale. The only time it's ever going to be in third person is if you basically have like a cutscene or a glitch. You're even first person in your drops, so you gotta make sure where you're looking. But it's a lot like PUBG in terms of the landing speed and everything. The cool news is you can redeploy gliders as you're like trying to land, like at the beginning of the match. So, like for example, I believe in Blackout, once you open up your glider, you couldn't close it again. If you're playing Warzone, you could open up your glider and then close it again, then reopen it to kind of like drift to your landing zone faster. So that's the way that you end up trying to land faster. The way it works in this game is that you end up deploying your glider, going, undeploying it, then you try to deploy it again. You keep opening and closing and opening and closing, because you get like this vertical drift, and it allows you to get to your landing spots closer or sooner. So that way you can end up getting the drop and getting the guns faster, which is really, really cool. You can also buy other things in general on the map with your money and stuff, but that's basically it for the most part. I mean, I explained the way the health regen works, I explained the armor system, the way the gameplay feels, I explained the storm, I explained the drops, I explained the custom classes, I explained the guns, I explained the player numbers, I explained, you know, pretty much everything. And don't worry, also just one last thing is that any of the stuff that is in the game that might seem like cheese, at least the good news is it only caps at 1. Same thing with even grenades, not like Apex where you can stack like 30 grenades. So you can only have 1 tactical, 1 lethal, stuff like that. So at the end of the day, guys, other than just map locations, like other than like saying that Rust is here and like Terminal's here and this is High Rise and High Rise has the best loot, I don't know necessarily what's going to be the tilted towers. I don't know necessarily what's going to be the hot drop. We'll just have to wait and see. But at the current moment, I basically have explained everything to you, so I hope you guys ended up enjoying this video. If you did, please, once again, make sure you end up dropping a like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Anyways, guys, I hope you ended up having a good day. I hope you ended up enjoying this video, and we'll see you guys all on the battlefield in Warzone tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and peace out, guys.